Need to put a new crock. The meter pit is one of the cheap ones, the paper tar ones that they had back in the day, and it's just crushed down, or it's got it all filled in. So we need to replace that next time Jeremy's in town. It won't take an hour to do that, plus materials, probably $400 or $500, but we need to do it, otherwise it's just gonna keep washing in.
It sunk down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't have no idea where that meter was at, and then I stopped in there one day, looked at it, I didn't find it, and then I forgot about it until Saturday when I was out of town. They called me, hey, water's not turned on, which I didn't even know that they had a hydrant on the property. And I said, do you ask them if they knew where the meter was? Not really, but then said they found it. Oh, but it's covered up. So I called Brett, then he went down there. You guys got it turned on. They only use 40 gallons with the old meter. I don't know, can we add that to the new? They use 40 gallons if we want to put that on it, but I'm not too concerned about it. It's still going to be under the minimum
Yeah,
that they use.
for now.
We did put in 3 new meters this month, one for Clint Cummings and 2 down there at Pine Ridge. Since I wasn't able to help, Jeremy had a guy come out to help him, and he charged $500 for the guy, plus what did Jeremy charge? I can't remember. It's probably $750 or something like that. So $1,000 divided by 3, that's $300, and our cost for only materials on meters is $1030.98, so $1031 pretty much. So we're paying about a little over $1,300 for a new meter, and we're only charging the people $1,250.
Then they go up that
If they're
much
new,
again.
it's $1,250 for a membership fee. So, but it's only $1,200 for a new meter, right? So I don't know. Do we want to raise that
Raise
or?
it again. Definitely something we need to look at then if it's gone up that much more.
I mean,
Again,
it doesn't matter if we put it in at cost, or even a little lower if we're looking at getting money back from, but you're gonna go a year or two before you get that money back from what you're paying to put it in. I didn't realize it was that much, but I cleared it up. All the material and everything, that's not boring underneath the rotor, which that's always charged to a customer, but that's with about 20 feet of pipe figured in with that. It's 1031 plus labor to do it. I did not get a hold of the forestry people. I can't remember their name to look it up.
oh,
If anybody remembers their name,
the logging.
the logging people.
Like I said, I think I got it at home, but
So I did
The
not get a hold.
story. I had it in the story back then. You can call me if you think about it. Call me.
I think
I can't remember when it was last spring or summer. Last summer.
I pretty much getting through the time.
It's a timber management fee.
yes.
Very cool.
I'm pretty sure I got one of them in my phone, but I can't remember what it is. Other than that,
A couple people in the back can't say you're struggling to hear you.
I'll try and talk up a little bit then. How's that sound?
Hey,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying
Turn
to.
your hearing aid up.
That's pretty much all I got for this now.
Any questions for Joey?
Do you have an anticipated seeing it date or the store? It's been almost a month and it's just this rock that's getting everywhere in the streets and on the sidewalk. Because it's big chunky rocks. And a couple.
Them rock are packed in there, so they're not just coming out. Like, I mean, they're packed in there. It's the packing rock, but yes, we are talking about if we want to just get some bags of concrete, because it's not going to take a whole lot to do it. And we might just get some bags of concrete and do it. I got to get some help. I can't do it myself. I can help, but I can't do it all by myself. So I don't know. Can I get OJ to help me with that, or
One of us with you. Sure, we can probably help. Get
when
that done.
When would
sometime.
work for you guys? Let's schedule it right now to get it done.
be good to get it done before the picnic, but
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get it done next week if we can, but
You think it's settled enough?
yeah, it's settled now. We had enough rain to where that's all settled and everything.
how hard is it gonna be to dig out?
It's not gonna be pancake easy, but we can do it.
I mean, we're all gonna be in town probably working the whole next 2 weeks anyway, so. Monday, Tuesday, whatever.
Monday or Tuesday would probably work better for you, wouldn't it?
Mhm.
If we can do it, I mean,
Can you
What
do
time?
Can you do Tuesday night? I don't think I got.
Oh, yeah, I can do
Tuesday.
Tuesday evening, be no problem.
I can
Yeah.
get the concrete and everything. I don't know if they sell that down here at, Schnellville.
Is there still some left up at the?
Oh, no,
No,
that stuff.
that's
is,
gone.
It's there,
it's
but
gone.
it's,
Okay.
yeah, no, that stuff is
Gotcha.
not, no, that's not usable.
At the
Yep.
old firehouse,
No. at
It's
the-
gone.
up at the-
oh, it's gone.
Yeah, it's
Or it's,
solid rock.
Hard,
That stuff is
hard.
not usable.
what
I'm
time,
thinking they do, but
what time works for you Tuesday evening?
Tuesday, shoot. I don't think I can go too late, probably not, but
Yeah, like what,
3
2,
o'clock,
3?
3 o'clock,
Does that work for you?
I can
Go
yeah,
down there, help.
I can make it
We'll
work.
just
2
say
o'clock.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock Tuesday evening, Tuesday afternoon.
That would be done.
Thank you, Joey.
And then that'll be. Probably can't walk across it yet that night, but by the next morning you can walk across it and everything. We'll probably put some cones with some tape around it that night. And then by next morning you can walk on it.
Okay. Midwestern. Hi, how are you?
I have contract documents to issue a notice to proceed for CNR construction to be signed.
I'll make the motion to go ahead and sign it.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
We'll get them signed. We can progress forward. Have you talked to any of them? They have not yet.
I haven't talked to
No.
them.
Okay. You want to just sign that's the attached, right? Sign it here. You just need me.
Yeah, and then the flag,
Dated today.
today's date.
8/7.
7, yeah.
Yep.
Just putting, what do you want here? Just,
That's just the start date, so I would just date it for Monday, and that way it gives me time to get it there.
Ohio Valley Timber,
sign.
Jason Combs.
Jace. Combs.
Put the same today's
Yep.
date.
Mhm.
There's one.
Second one, and who wants to attest it?
This one.
Oh, no, just that page.
Just this one.
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Appreciate you coming. Thank you. Park Department. There he is.
All the concrete's done up now for time for picnic. Got our water leak fixed. That's all ready for picnic, and then, this week we'll start our cleanups and pressure washing basketball courts off and repainting lines and all that stuff for anybody that'd love to come and help do that.
You got the leak fixed inside the park as far as past the meter?
Well, we messed with that valve, yeah, we got it down to where it ain't enough to mess with now. We're good.
Good. Anything else?
That's about it for me.
Budget review. It's that time again of year. You wanna go over anything, Brittany?
Not really, I just need an okay, and if you see anything that needs changed, let me know.
Are there any extra copies of the budget for us to look at?
This is the preliminary one. There will be once it's finalized, yeah.
Anybody have any questions?
Double. All right, we'll see you then.
Budget meeting is next Wednesday morning.
Next Wednesday morning.
Mhm.
All right, Burger and Burger contract.
$1,000 retainer again. I need.
I'll make the motion to go ahead and retain Burger and Burger as our attorney.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay, looking good. Just sign this one here.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You got the, you want me to read the letter?
No.
Hmm.
No. You can read it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
NRWA letter.
Yes. The National Rural Water Association has approved our $200,000 bond loan as long as the $750,000 Okra funds are approved.
Sweet. So that was part of the process of us getting our Okra grant. We also then would be able to, I mean, obviously we don't have $200,000 sitting around, so we go through the National Water Alliance. That was all stated last few months, so they did approve it, everything. It's all ready to go. I think next on that, I think we're waiting for August the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the correct date to,
20 or 21st.
yeah, when they, when we find out whether we got the Okra grant or not, so. We're just kind of sitting and waiting, and let's hope and pray we get it and can move forward with that, so. Okay, anything else? And you had a few things, didn't you?
Well, just the trees on the
Trees.
front, and I'll take care of that.
Oh,
Co-aid,
we'll get that done.
before you, Jared, we need to talk about, make sure that's on the minutes for St. Cummings if we're gonna do that. I know we okayed
Yeah,
it after last meeting, but we need to make sure that that's okay to do that.
did you have any questions? I think you kind of know what plan and everything. We did look at it logistically the best way instead of coming across the road. We're just gonna stay on the same side of the road and
Until we get,
extend that out there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
we're gonna come from that manhole up along that side of the road, all the way up through there until we get there, and then we're gonna go straight across and put a valve there.
any guys got any questions?
No, don't.
I have some questions.
I'll make the motion to approve that. I'll make the motion then to approve that.
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor? Aye.
She's got a question. Can't see her.
Pertaining towards,
Yes, I have a question. Have you all come up with an anticipated post date for the marshal, or have we already posted that? I asked that.
No,
last
it's
night.
not been posted yet, no. No.
Okay, and then I have a second question.
Yeah.
Whenever you were voted in, did that come with an additional salary to be our code enforcer temporarily, or are you just getting the same salary?
No, same salary,
Okay,
same salary. Just doing it out of goodness of voluntarily, like we normally do.
Change the subject.
Yep.
I'd like to see about maybe changing an ordinance that Birdseye has
What's that?
of allowing, like golf carts on the road. We found out from DNR over the weekend on Saturday afternoon, as a matter of fact, that there is an ordinance in Birdseye that does not allow like four-wheelers, golf carts, any kind of non-vehicle in town. But there's golf carts and four-wheelers and side-by-sides all over town all the time. And so somebody doesn't get in trouble. I was thinking maybe we can change the ordinance to allow it.
He said
I know
Birdseye
the
had a
towns do.
law?
Birdseye has an ordinance that prohibits it. We heard that from DNR Saturday.
We don't have anything that prohibits it. We just haven't. And
I get it, because they're gonna enforce that we can't. I mean, like the lawnmowers and stuff, yeah, that it's not
Mhm.
prohibited. And so they could be fined and everything for it. We found out over the weekend, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The
We
hard
can look
way.
into that. Yeah.
I was always told that was the same thing, though, as a tractor. That you put your slow moving emblem on and you have to allow tractor. don't you?
That's farm
That's what
equipment.
I was always told.
That's
farm
farm
equipment.
equipment, that riding mowers are a little different than,
I don't know about
Mhm.
right now,
Right.
but I know that.
They probably cannot approve, I don't know this for an absolute fact, but I'm pretty sure you can't approve it to be on 64 or 145.
145,
Right.
yeah, that is state.
It can't be on those state.
but their
Right.
side roads aren't allowing them either, according to what DNR said.
I know there's a town down close to Evansville that they allow, and if you go down there in the evening, that's all you see going down the city streets is.
Ferdinand allows it,
Yeah, I know
Right.
Huntingburg and
Right.
Ferdinand and all them
Yeah.
have allowed it, so.
Jasper does
I don't know what it
not.
takes to get
But I
that
see
done,
people
but I
doing
know
it.
that there's a way that you can get that allowed.
But I just thought since we're in a small town and it's just economical to get on the golf cart or whatever to put, I know that you're only allowed to basically cross the highway,
Yeah,
but
supposed to.
if you're only on the highway for a short bit, they don't have
No.
too
Right.
big of a fit. But yeah, we found out that that you're not allowed any of that on the streets in Birdseye. And he said something about, well, you can take the side streets. It says, oh no, only on county roads. So-
Ordinance, the registration form, they pass stickers.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
But every
everything
other
we've
place
got,
that's
we've
go
got
do
registered
that.
with the BMV to be on the roads.
Like,
But you can only be in the county because
Grandview,
in town here,
all those
our side
towns
streets don't
have
allow.
created an ordinance that
Ordinance for
allows it in Spencer County.
Yeah.
Almost all of them.
we can look into that.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else?
I just didn't want anybody getting in trouble. Like us again.
If you don't mind,
Yes, sir.
I am the property manager for Pleasant View of Burton,
Yeah.
right here behind us.
Mhm.
A few things.
What's your
we had-
name? Sorry.
Jason Royer.
Jason. Okay.
I
Nice to
had
meet you.
seen, Facebook, but, my maintenance person is, and we had seen that there were some postings on, Talk of Birdseye or whatever it is, that posting on Facebook. There were some negative things being said, so we kind of corrected those things that were said. We also posted today, a new flyer and then the advertisements where we have posted them today in the newspaper to take new applications. Unfortunately, that property is still under HUD, and that property is elderly and disabled owned. Current.
Yeah.
We cannot take anybody that's under, if they're disabled and 20 years old, we can take them as long as they are disabled, drawing social security or some kind of disability, we can take them.
Okay.
We did get approval and we've got the money now, to replace the entire roof at a cost of $142,000. So the property's gonna get a new roof put on it. We have worked on the landscaping to, make it a little more feasible than it was.
Good.
So we are moving forward, with the property. We are working on getting rid of 34 pine trees that are behind the property
Mhm.
that are basically destroying the roof and, the land around it. Why they planted pine trees 50 years ago, I don't know, but we are in the process of, making updates to the property and keeping that property full. Right now, our attendance is pretty low. So we need to, you know, move it up, but trying to keep the people off the property that don't need to belong on the property. I wasn't aware that we did not have a town marshal now.
Yeah.
So we have had to use the county deputies to come and remove a few people from the property. And people don't understand that if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed on the HUD property.
Mm.
And if you are a convicted felon, you know, and we have ran several people off. And of course, we get flashback from the families and stuff, but if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed on the property.
Okay.
And that would
It's good to
go
know.
any
Yeah.
HUD property as far as that goes.
Yeah.
But we are in the process of, you know, we want to try to maintain a good
Mhm.
standing with the town and try to let, you know, you guys know. So I should have been here a long time ago to talk to you guys. But,
Yeah.
we are working forward to fill that place up and do some work to it, to make it
Good.
feasible for the community and to make it where we can get some people in there. So if anybody has, you know anybody that is looking for a place that is handicapped or is
Yeah.
elderly, then.
Do you have a website or something? What's the best way for them to?
Right now, I've
look
got
into
some
that?
flyers made up. I'm gonna put it around town.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, they can look at it. We are gonna run ads in the Jasper Herald. And
Okay.
they're gonna be online to Jasper Herald, and we're gonna run them to the Orange County.
Mhm.
Version up to, I'm gonna contact the Ferdinand paper, and we are going to post those through the Ferdinand Town also, okay?
Okay, good.
So, just wanted, you know, I don't know that anybody's ever been in here to talk about the property, so.
I don't think so.
We wanted to make sure, you know, that we start coming in every
Yeah.
once in a while and just giving a heads up. We should be starting on the roof. We signed the contract and put 50% down payment on the roof
Mhm.
for him to go ahead and start. So we should be looking towards around the end of this month to start putting the new roof on.
Good.
And that will secure the property. We're trying to get him to stretch his dollar out so we can put new siding on also, but I don't know if he's gonna work with us on that, but.
Yeah. And a lot of that block or not?
No, the sides and around the eaves and
The
stuff
backs
are
are-
all,
okay.
all vinyl, so we got
Gotcha.
you know, we can get new siding, we're gonna try to stretch him out as far as we can for that $142,000, so.
Gotcha.
But we are, you know, there's been a lot of rumors that the property is for sale. Right now, the owner has no interest in selling the property. He gets phone calls constantly, the Martin Group out of Evansville. They get phone calls constantly about buying the property. He has no interest in selling at this point in time.
It's an individual that owns it or is it?
It's
like a
the Martin Group. It's John and Steve Martin.
Oh.
They do have a business that they run. They manage properties.
Mhm.
They build shopping malls and restaurants, and then they manage buildings for people also. So they're a big company. They're a pretty good sized company. And they've got
They just bought that here a couple years ago,
about what?
that property back there.
No, the Martin Group, they've always owned it. They're the
They've
ones that
always
built the
owned it.
property.
Oh,
So what
really?
happened here a couple years ago that all of a sudden you had these young kids?
We
and-
were, that was part of Mako management. Mako management was supposed to go through HUD and get a waiver to where, because our attendance was low, and get a waiver signed that where we could move people in that were not disabled and elderly. So they went through and they called me, said, start moving anybody in that's over 18. I said, okay,
And that's what happened.
and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Steve Martin fired Mako Management as a management group, and they hired Intrepid Professional Group. February of 2024 is when they took over. So as soon as I started trying to move people in that were underage and not disabled, it kicked them out automatically. I was like, wait a minute, there's supposed to be a waiver. Then we called HUD, and HUD's
Mhm.
like, we never signed a waiver for you guys.
Gotcha.
So we are back to, this is the reason we haven't moved anybody in for a while, so we are back to elderly and disabled. We've been trying to find out where the documents are at that were supposedly signed, and they were never signed. Because I've got phone calls from a lot of the businesses, the new restaurant back here, a lot of their people are calling me to want to move in, and I can't move them in.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Gotcha.
So we're back to elderly and disabled only.
You gonna keep it that way, you think, or? Kind of depends on how.
It just kind of depends on how, and if HUD would approve it. HUD may not approve it.
Yeah.
They're pretty particular on how they do stuff. So, but right now, we pay all utilities for the property. We pay electric, water, sewer, anything that they have, we pay for.
Yeah.
So basically, you're only paying 30% of your income.
That's what I say. I thought it was income based. I thought, yeah.
Do you have snow removal taken care of?
We
Because I
do.
know that's been an issue.
We have a gentleman, Levi Smoot up French Lick. He does all our properties for us.
No, we had a lot of injuries there last year,
They had a guy that, well, the guy was running across the parking lot.
but this is an old lady.
He's on the fire department,
We're
so
on
he
the
gets some of the
fire
phone
department.
calls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were
So,
a few falls.
just so you kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
Two injuries.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
He's
know-
not
I
just
know Jeff
nosy.
Brown fell and he
A local guy
split his
here,
head.
Yeah.
a local guy here felt bad, so he took his tractor out there.
And the bad thing about that is he has to be insured
Yeah.
to do that. And I know
Just trying to keep
I
people
know
from
he's
getting
coming over there to
lost.
help, but if, say he would have hit somebody's car, actually slid into somebody's car, that would have, he would have had to pay for it.
Mhm.
But we do have a licensed insured person coming over and doing snow removal. And that would help. I know you guys have been over there a lot on the fire department with some of the tenants.
It was bad there for a year or so.
It was, there,
Everybody moving in there.
It
was a
was.
place that I didn't even.
and that's
enjoy
what,
to go.
and that's what Mako Management wanted. They didn't care who lived there. They didn't care what the apartments looked like.
Yeah.
Cause I tried to replace flooring in some of the apartments and they're like, don't worry about it. The property doesn't have the money. Put them in there. Cause you're just gonna get young kids in there. So I was like, it's still not good. So where we are, the vacant units that we have, we are repainting all of them. We're putting new flooring in. And then we're gonna get rid of the trees and, try to clean the place up as much as.
Sounds good.
Well, yeah.
If you don't care, leave us your name and number, and that way we've got a contact if we, oh, you've got it.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I have it.
that's great. That's great. Just
and
in
if-
case we ever had anything.
And if
or
you
wanted
leave
to-
a flyer, we'll put it on the Bird's Eye Happenings page so that people
Okay.
can see it.
Sure
Okay.
will.
If you want me to, I can hang one up in my liquor store too.
Be happy to, dear.
And
Go on.
I don't know if you care or not, but you've had a water leak back there
We're
as long as I've been on this department.
We don't know.
No, I mean, I
Just on
didn't know.
your side of
It's
the
on
meter.
your side of the
It's on our
meter.
side of the meter.
And how big it is, I don't know, but we've sent letters out and
If
everything.
you send them to the Illinois office. they're not
Nothing
gonna
ever
do it.
gets done, so we don't.
Okay,
sit there
so
like,
we
"Oh,
will,
I remember
we will
that.
start looking.
Thank you.
Yeah, cause we don't even there's an office there, but we do not use that office. The main office is in French Lake. My office is in French Lake.
If you wanna look at it,
I will gladly look at it.
have some help
Because,
with it, I'll write you my number down to where you can call me.
sure. Because whenever we have to get in and shut the water off the property to fix
Yeah.
like a hot water heater or a leak in there,
Mhm.
there's always water in our manhole.
So that's the only place that you ain't got no shut offs inside each.
If it's a main line that's in like inside that big line, then we have to get in there to shut that off, and we've had to do that before.
Okay.
But there's like that manhole that vault is always full of water.
Mm-hmm.
So I
And
don't
it
know.
used to not be.
Okay,
It used to not be, so it might be right close to the meter that it's leaking.
okay. So we will, because we have to pump the water out to get down the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we will definitely look at that and watch that then and see. I've got cameras I can put in there
I can
to
come
do
up
that.
and see how much it's leaking throughout the night as far as when everybody should be asleep.
Okay.
And it's still leaking.
Okay, yeah, because we just fixed one at West Bay at our other property. They called us and said, hey, you got a water leak because your bill went double. So we found it. So we will definitely.
I don't know that it's gotten any bigger or anything, but it's always
It's always been a leak. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. That is great to know.
That's why you didn't notice it, right?
That's the reason water bill's always been the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for
Yeah,
coming.
thank you.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself. Appreciate it. So, anything else? Yes, sir.
There a blacktop my street before.
No.
No, it won't happen before the picnic now. No, we just signed the contract, so, or signed the
But his street,
progression, so,
his street is to be done.
Yeah.
No. Gordon
so
Street-
it won't
is
be
Gordon
done
Street
by,
being done?
yes, part of that.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll save that one for last, and it will be.
I wish they moved that fast, but they don't, so.
Is there a public number if we're having code enforcement issues? Like I had an issue and they said there was no one to enforce it, so what number should we be calling?
Who said there was no one to enforce it?
The county, the sheriff's office. I know they said they don't do local ordinances, so who would I call if I have an ordinance issue?
Here.
Like what's the number?
The town hall.
Yeah, the town hall. You have the town hall number?
No.
We'll get it for you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Meeting adjourned.
Okay, so you need to
We are
let
having-
everyone leave so we can have their.
I was gonna say, I was getting ready, I forgot about it. I need to use the restroom anyways real quick.
What's that number?
2419.
812-389-3889. 2419.
2419. 2419.